Alright, me too. Oh, it's the wrong scene. Wait. No, it's the wrong scene. Wait. Oh no. Hello, Shani. Yes. Oh my god.
He's an asshole, sir.
Yep. Indeed. Indeed.
Okay, there we go. There. Haha.
There we go.
Yeah, I know. Oh yeah. Everything today is being an asshole because I have gone most of my day not at all looking at technology because I have been in Chinese Lego hell. What is Chinese Lego hell, you might ask? Let me show you. So, this is a Temu thing. I tore it apart. I showed a picture earlier, but this is one of my Lego things, like a Temu. But this is the piece. Now, I hope I fixed my audio for your end. But yeah.
My audio's broke.
Oh. Your audio's I can hear you just
broken.
fine. Huh?
Yeah, no, my people cannot hear me.
Oh my. What is it with us and audio? Like, we think we're good, we think we're cruising along, and then nope, you guys are way too cocky. We don't want to hear you. Yep. But so I had it further along. I was on like step 14 of 30. And then I got to a part where it was really I miscounted somewhere.
Okay,
so
I have my mic going.
Oh, well, I can hear you on your mic.
No, but on my stream, my mic was changed. I don't know what happened.
See, and that's what happened with me too. Like, when I loaded up my screen, my microphone said, "Go find a car fire." So, it's just today. It's okay. I got some portable lights. I got some really bright lights. Let's see. And they're motion sensor, and they have magnets. It could be fun. Yeah, wrong end. Really bright light. Ooh.
All right, that should work.
I am off here being strange. So I got my wire shelves that I've been talking about getting like for the past 2 weeks. I got them today. Are they set up? No.
Sorry, having a debate. I don't know if they can hear you, but I mean, looks like you're coming through my end. So.
Oh well, I have you set up coming through on my end. So I hope everything's okay.
I hope so too. Me too.
We'll work on it. If not, you can just stare at me while my mouth moves.
That too. All right, we're good. We're good. Y'all good all over the place.
I got the one. Let me see if I can. Oh my goodness. Where'd the box go? So this is what it's gonna look like when it's all done. It's super cute. And so far it's been true to the image shown. I can't count. So that's what happened to me. But I got the little one because I've been seeing some really beautiful dragon ones and like a unicorn and a phoenix, and I want to get them. But again, with places like Wish, Temu, all the discount places, you get what you pay for. So I was very cautious.
Does Wish still exist?
Yes, Wish does still exist. Funny. Funny enough, yes, it does. but I'm always relatively cautious. If I'm going to spend $60 or $70 on something, I don't mind doing it, but I want to make sure that it's going to be what I'm looking for. And I've now discovered Lego Hell, um, and I'm cool with it. I don't think I will be making a.
Crafters counting, that's unheard of.
I know, I know. We don't do any of that counting BS here.
What is counting? Can I eat it?
I don't know. I don't know if it's edible or not. I don't think it sounds like it tastes good.
I don't know. So, do you want to hear a funny story?
Yes.
Okay, so we all know that Trudeau's leaving Parliament.
Yeah.
Like he's resigning his position. So there's people coming up to pose their I don't know how to say it. Anyways, letting know that they want to replace Trudeau.
They're announcing their
There's a few
candidacy.
there. Yes, and actually, there's one that if he won, if he win and he becomes leader, I might vote for him because he's a First Nation, and it's about time that a
Hmm.
First Nation rule the country. Anyways, so but there's one. There's one. He's uh he's representing Nepean circumscription in Ontario right now,
Hmm.
and see, to my opinion, if he gets the position, it's a downgrade.
Hmm.
In in an interview, that dude was asked if he speak English. No,
That's kind
sorry,
of rude.
French. No. It was asked if he speak French because the party that he's into and applying to become the leader is an official bilingual party.
Mm-hmm.
Keep that in mind. Non, pas Polièvre. C'est encore pire. Écoute bien ça, Shani, tu vas comprendre. So, anyways, um, so he was asked if he speak French because he's in a party that's officially bilingual. He said no.
Oh
He
my.
doesn't speak a word of French.
Oh my.
So the journalist was like, "Do you think it's gonna be a problem for the Quebecois or French Canadian in general?" He's like, "No, Quebecois are English Canadians and they don't care about
Oh,
French."
I'm sorry.
It's
What?
like,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What? And I think Maine is the only state in the entire nation to be going ex fucking excuse me.
to say that Polar Bear Dad laughed in French. That's what he said to me. Laughed in French. Like, how
He's
disconnected
Canadian.
can
He gets
you
more
be?
liberties.
How disconnected can you be to think we fought for our language for years and years? No, it's not important to us.
Oh my. Oh.
It's offended in adapted Spanish. Did you see Dragonheart's comments? Like, how disconnected can you be to say such a thing? And it's not only Quebecois, it's all the French Canadians because New Brunswick's bilingual.
Mm-hmm.
There's French community in every provinces. I think also in the territories, but I'm not sure. But I know like every single province have a French flag for the French community, except Quebec, because we have one flag and it's a French one.
Dragon, we can be
But every
offended in Spanglish.
oh yeah, that movie was good. Anyways, so I had to share that because I laughed so hard listening to that interview. It was like how, and worst of it, worst of everything, okay, if you go on his official website, because he has a website because he's a politician. You go on there and you go in like about him. He's listed his preferred language. His preferred language, English and French. Doesn't speak a word of French, but it's one of his preferred language.
Oh my goodness. I can't I can't
Like it's a
I am so
fucking
white girl right
joke
now.
at
I
this
can't even.
point. Like the next person to post their candidacy, I'm expecting a fucking clown, like a literal fucking clown.
Well, we can't have fucking clowns. That's inappropriate. But that's a whole nother category.
Yeah, see, Jorgenhard, I was on the impression that there is, but I was not able to confirm. So thank you for the confirmation. Like I don't want to confirm something I'm not sure. But it's
What?
just the fact that like he's like bluntly no problem. And to say we're English Canadian, what the fuck? What the fuck? Like English not my first language. My first word was in French.
My first word was in several different languages depending on the accent.
Dragonheart. Excuse the fuck out of him. At this point, my like 8 words of French is more French and extra annoyed on y'all's behalf.
I just I just
I mean,
I I
I'm
mean,
sharing the laugh to everyone I can because it's so like it's so ridiculous that it's laughable.
if you
Like
have any sort of culture, and Dast, I love you to bits, but the Quebecois on a stereotypical average are not known for the politeness of those who do not acknowledge or at least attempt to know some French before wandering into their land.
see, I'm not part of those, but yes.
You wouldn't be talking to me if you were. It's kind of like
I
all the
mean,
Puerto Rican girls who.
TBD tells the same thing. It was like every French Canadian I met, as soon as they knew I was not talking any French, they got annoyed. I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
It's like the Puerto
I'm
Rican
speaking
girls
English.
down in the southern states who fully know English but will judge you in Spanish while they are watching you like you are. Latina women are evil.
I mean, see, yes, it's true, but I'm not part of those people because,
Yeah.
like, I can understand that, like, my neighbor, per example, my neighbor, she's English and she tried her whole life to learn French. She cannot understand the language for the life of her. I had a colleague, same thing. He's French Ontarian. Like his not him, but his family's French Ontarian. They tried to teach him the language. He does not speak a word because it couldn't be taught.
Hmm.
Sometimes the brains is like this. So I'm not judging anyone, but don't judge me because I speak French, because
I I I
then
I like
I'll be judging hard.
I understand a lot of languages. I just am
Yeah,
not comfortable enough to like I can get myself into trouble, and I generally have the idea of what's going on, but
yeah.
I'll just stand there and blink at you. We'll use
Yeah, but
sign
that's
language.
what I mean. Like, I don't care if you don't speak French. I understand. Not everyone can. And you can come in and not speak French in Quebec. I don't give a fuck. I'll make an effort for you. Don't be there and
I'm gonna come visit and walk up, go, howdy y'all, I'm gonna put on my best Southern Belle accent and really mess up a lot of people who know
but no,
that I am
it's
not from that I am not from a southern state.
see, I don't care. I'm like, it's okay if you don't speak it. I speak it. but don't be offended because I speak it.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Because then
yeah.
you'll be more offended of something else than the fact that I speak French.
Mm, nope.
Perhaps the broom in your ass will be more offending.
Ah, yeah, yeah. Or the no say.
Yeah. Or this video that popped on TikTok today. Well, actually, it popped on yesterday, and
Sad
it's
panda. We're losing TikTok here in the States.
but yeah. So basically, um, this dude go to Walmart on Quebec territory and start speaking English to a worker there. The thing is, unless you're in a medical facility or talking to a federal employee, they are allowed to serve you in the language they want. There is no requirements to serve you in either like in
I,
English.
I
Or
could have
if you
so
go
much
in
fun
an
with
English province, same for French, right? Like only if you're going on medical in medical facilities and federal that they have to serve you in English.
that.
But then
Okay.
again, they can always get, you know, um, transfer you to someone that does speak English if they don't. Anyways, so that dude comes in a Walmart on Quebec territory, start talking English to the lady that works there. It's an old lady,
Hmm.
right? And I wish I had the patience of that poor woman. Cause oh my fucking god, I would have drop his ass right fucking there after 2 minutes. He speak English to her. He wants to be served in English. She doesn't speak English. So what she does, she offers him to follow her to find an employee that can speak to him in English, and he's filming her, which film the act of filming is not illegal. Posting her face on social media without her consent is illegal in Quebec, so be careful with that. There is exception, so go read the law before doing something stupid because she can sue his ass now. She's offering him to go and fetch someone that speak English to serve him, and he's making a fuss because she doesn't want to serve him in English. And the fucking motherfucker can speak French. You just
That's
want to make a
frustrating.
fuss and be a Karen and post that on social media. And of course, everyone's for the little lady there because, like, I mean, she's a sweetheart.
Like I can read and write, and I can read, write, and understand Spanish fairly decently. I don't speak it confidently. If people don't mind my toddlerness, I can speak it, but I sound like tortillas is essentially what I sound like when I'm speaking Spanish. Um, Unless I'm in the right brain space. But like what Jules was saying, I will wake up and or I'll be doing something and then I'll be like my brain will wander off into another language and I won't catch it.
Shani, c'est encore plus touché que ça parce que non, Walmart, c'est pas public. Puis un parc serait pour rentrer dans le
Oh
public
yeah,
s'ils
yeah.
filment
It is a
elle.
private company, so they
Faut
can make.
vraiment que ça soit genre les plaines du Parlement ou comme un endroit comme ça pour que, OK, la loi passe, comme ça soit correct. Mais comme filmer la madame comme ça dans un Walmart.
Yeah, and that's also very
Doesn't
fair. A
work.
lot of people forget to recognize that businesses are
Because
private.
the thing that happened is long time ago,
Hmm.
before the law was a law.
Before the laws
Um,
were laws and the men were men.
no, but before it came a law, um, there's this photographs I was just taking picture. I think it was downtown Montreal, and he snapped a picture of this lady. She was just sitting on the curb. I think she was smoking a cigarette. Beautiful picture, by the way. beautiful picture. And he shared it. And it was before internet, so like he published the picture. And the lady saw the picture and she sued his ass. And she won. She was in the public space because it was on the side of the street. That's why I say it's deeper than what Shani said. Because she said she was in a Walmart, it's public, but no,
Yeah.
it's deeper than that because she was on the side of the side. She was on the sidewalk. It's public area, but she won, and because of that, it became a law. If you
That
film
is actually
someone, you
kind of
take the
neat.
picture. If it's only Quebec and France, to my knowledge, only France and
Yeah, because
Quebec have those laws.
I know here in the States, if you are out in public, you should have no expectation of
Yep,
privacy.
exactly. So what the law says, to my memory, I'll try to say it as best as I can. You can film and take pictures. That's legal. You cannot share those videos or pictures of people on any social media or any, like, can be a newspaper, it can be internet. You cannot do that. If and only if you can recognize the person, so you see her face or you see something significant enough that someone can recognize that person to a T. If it's a kid, you have to ask the parents. Um, and the like what is legal about this is if it's like on Parliament Hill or areas there's like lots of people coming and going, so it's hard to take pictures without having people around, right? So like Parliament Hill or
Mm.
any historical places, like, or a museum per se, like somewhere there's a lot of crowds all the time. I mean, there's a gray area right there. If it's a crowd picture, you're fine. Cannot say shit about crowds. If it's from the back, it's fine. And it's only in Quebec.
Hmm.
That's why there's not much paparazzi going on here, because like there's
Nothing to see
they
here, folks.
can't do
Nothing
it.
to see.
Yeah. See. So anyways, so that's why photographs would usually walk around, wanted to take pictures with forms of um
Mm-hmm.
waivers.
Yeah.
I think it's waivers.
Yeah.
So they make they snap the picture and then they make the people sign, explain why they signing this if they want to. And that's why when you send your kid to school, there is also waivers. Schools are public, but there are still waivers because they are minors. So it's deeper than just public spaces. You have like, if you go and read the law, it's like super specific. You read it, you're gonna understand everything of it. I'm just going on the top of my mind. But yeah,
Oh,
so there's that.
I, and if anybody
I'm
wondering,
sorry.
it's like, how did we get on this topic? Because some French candidate who's in a bilingual party says like, nope, don't do the French thing.
Yep.
This is brought to you by ADHD. Oh, so I haven't been online. Well, I don't think anybody hasn't been officially recognized at work yet. But I got offered a promotion to shift supervisor at work. So
Ooh, congrats.
and it is a proper um promotion with a pay increase and
Mhm.
all the cool things. There's more
Oh
responsibility
wow.
too, but it's a proper one
I
with
mean,
more responsibility comes more compensation. So,
yeah.
but That's the exciting thing for me. I didn't my nurse practitioner did not yell at me. We worked through my A1C jump. That was just a rough morning because I've been working so hard. I've been working so hard for years, and to have it spike up that much that fast, just it hit hard.
It's awesome.
Ugh.
I'm glad for you.
I'm
For
I
me, it's I joined a new group, working group. Sorry, I joined a new working group, and it's to promote the Infinity program, which is program that was created to um, talk about neurodivergent within the federal government and like
cool.
lift all the taboos about it and make people understand who we are, what we do, like our differences, and also share with other neurodivergents all the resources.
Mhm.
So I started that. Today was the first meeting. It was really, really fun. And
Yay.
I have to ask my manager, but like if he says yes, um not next week. Yeah, in 2 weeks, I have an event to go to. Like if
Ooh,
my manager says yes,
nice. And
so that's
Dragon,
great.
my doctor, because everything's been so expensive with my insurance not covering everything. Um, so
Mm-hmm.
it was a long conversation. We actually we switched over to a CGM system that it's in process right now. I'm hoping it comes through soon, but um, it's not what I want, but it's a CGM system that my insurance fully covers, so I'll be going on to that. But unfortunately, there are still no pumps that they cover, so I'm still poking myself. But she was like, I have nothing that I can help you with anymore. They've taken all the benevolence programs away. Like I used to be able to go to a company and go, hey yo, my insurance sucks, I can't afford your stuff, but I love it. And they'd be like, yeah, here, have some for free. Fill out some paperwork so we can get it as a tax write off. And I would get stuff for free, and those have all dried up.
That's fucking
Um,
sucky.
it really is. Ugh. Let's see. I'm gonna. My phone is just going bananas, and it's connected to my computer, and so thusly my computer is going bananas. Eh, no link. Oh. So I have my big diamond project of the year that I've taken out, and I finally it motivated me to organize all my diamond
Mm,
dots and stuff like that. So it's it's
awesomeness.
it's a really big one. It was I put it on the
Oh,
same
that's a
thing.
good question.
Huh. Hmm?
Does
No,
your
no, no. It's all the
oh,
same
that fucking
company though.
sucks.
Yeah, it's we're all
Yeah, but
offered.
you never know.
Yeah, doesn't work that way. I
Mm.
I've told them several times though.
Most the company don't work that way, but like sometimes.
Yeah, no. The only
I
one that I
just
work
cannot
with,
wait for the tax return to see how much I'm gonna owe the province, though.
Lowe's was that company that they offered their part-time employees some level of insurance, but their full-time ones
Dragon
got
Heart's here flipping tables for you.
uh it get I'm gonna be getting on the warpath for insurance because I found out they are actually, as a type 1 diabetic, they are required. It is not an option. Because I am a type 1, they are required to cover my insulin. And they don't.
Oh, really?
Yes. I have. I had a conversation with my doctor. We were talking about the frustrations that I run into. And type 1s are a rarity. Um, so insurance companies just think everybody's a type 2. And that's why when I said, hey, I'm diabetic, they told me, hey, lose a couple pounds, which I have, by the way, but not such a, it's
Yeah,
like,
that's that easy to lose and to lose weight. Weird
nope,
people.
nope. That's what made me flip tables is gently suggesting that I should sign up for their wellness programs because losing a couple pounds, I'll feel better. No, I'll feel better when I don't have to poke myself all the time.
Oh boy, companies.
Oh, I take it off. I'm hot.
You're
Uh-oh.
hot.
I'm hot.
That I knew.
Watch me taking it off. it says it in my file that I'm type 1. That's the frustrating point.
Yeah, you always have to argue with them. They sucky people.
It really is. It's people who are not MD are looking at my
That's the
file and
worst.
making choices.
Like, for anything you need, you have to have a doctor's signature.
Yeah.
But them choosing over our health? Nah, doctor overrated. It's like, where are you coming from, dude?
Yeah. My generally 15 to 20-minute meeting with my doctor was actually closer to an hour, and that's one of the reasons I was like, no, I'm not streaming on Thursday because it was just a long day.
Oh, I have to share this story after that.
Okay.
I have a story to share. But finish.
Oh, and this coming week is going to be interesting for schedules too. So, but yeah, that's all I had. Tell the story.
Okay. So before Christmas, so in Alex high school, they have teams, and kids are allowed to create groups for class and stuff, and invite their friends within the school.
Hmm.
So before Christmas, Alex created a group for one of his classes to share, knowledge and work and stuff like that. And he told me after the fact, he told me that while creating the group, he was inviting people in, like people from his class, and there's this kid, I think one or two kids that he wasn't sure to invite because they are troublemakers.
Hmm.
But he did invite them anyway because it's for the class. So everything was fine until the a particular kid started to have anti-Semite comments in the chat. Alex tried to delete the group, but for some reason, even the personal don't understand why he was not able to. Probably a bug. He couldn't delete the chat.
Hmm.
And a kid was checking the chat, and that kid's mom saw the comments.
Oh no.
Got mad. I agree. It's not. It's not things you should say. And made a complaint to the school. Don't know what happened with the kid because that kid is not mine. Private stuff. They cannot tell me what happened to the kid. So, anyways, they brought Alex in with the not the director, but the one underneath.
Assistant principal kind of thing.
Yeah, assistant principal and his social worker, and they talked about it. And
I'm sure Alex as a preteen is totally willing to listen to everything.
No, he's good with that. He understands that those are things you shouldn't say. Like, you understand that Jews didn't have it, that what they said did to Jews wasn't okay, and like, I mean, you understand the whole thing.
Like,
So, anyways, they talked with him, and he said that he tried to delete the group but wasn't able to, so they had to an IT figuring this out. But he was punished for it.
that's weird.
He is no longer allowed to create any groups on Teams anymore.
Is it just him, or did they take it away
How?
from everybody?
Wait, how could you make a kid accountable for another kid when you don't do that with adults?
Yeah.
I have
Oh,
teams at work. I can create groups. If someone has that kind of speech, I won't be put in my director's office and being punished for it. That person will, not me. I'm not responsible for the other person. How can you make a kid responsible for other kids? Doesn't make sense. Anyways, so I sent an email to the social worker. I was nice. I was nice.
I
I
love how you put
believe
that as a
in
precursor.
I believe in civil discussions, open discussions. So it was nice, and I said my points. Told her that I was open to discussion. If I misunderstood anything, she's more than welcome to correct me. But that was my opinion based on the knowledge I got from that situation, and that the position should be revoked. So that's my story. Kids are fucking jerks.
They are. Is Cyberbard yours?
Yeah, it's my bot.
Okay. I'm like, what is going on?
It's my bot.
Uh,
I meant to add more to him, but like I didn't because I was working on my Discord server.
I get that.
Also, for people who wants to join, it's there. You just check in my bio. It's there. You click on the little logo socials, and it's gonna bring you the invite.
Ta-da!
Magic. I had PBD DM me about it the other day. It was like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, what's up?" He's like, "Well, uh, PBM told me that you create a new Discord." I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Why?" I'm like, "Because I went all over the place with the other one. I was not about to figure out what my brain did there, so I thought creating a new one and starting over was easier than trying to put the,
I get that. I
make a
get
sense
that.
of what I did."
I made this 10 years ago, and my brain was a different brain then.
Yeah. So yeah, if you want to join, you're more than welcome. It's there. I'm more active in it than I used to be, so there's that.
I'm not even active
And
in my own. Well, I'm in my own server, and
you
I'm
are.
working. I'm not horribly active though. It's just
Yeah, well, I say hello every morning, and from time to times I'm gonna share some stuff in it. I mean, I'm also working, so like,
yeah.
but it's there.
I'm working.
And
I'm working. And I'm working. Like even when I'm not working, I'm still working on something because my brain won't shut up.
and in the whole server, like the whole server is mostly English, but I did make a French corner there that people who wants to just having French conversation can go ahead and just chat in there.
See, language isn't a
The reading
barrier for me
channel
because
is
if I
about
want
to
to
be
figure it out, I
busy.
will.
I mean, I just created it because I mean, I have French people too. I have French friends that speak French, and I was like, I'm gonna have a little. thought for them, and I'm gonna put that there. Shani, je m'en fous, tu fais ce que tu veux, c'est pas interdit. J'ai juste fait ça pour vous autres. Also, the name of the channel is a hint for French Canadians. They will understand. It's a little wink to a particular group that is no longer active because their lead singer passed away. Chaque acteur.
And I
'Cause
figured the
at
reading
first I
channel was
just
gonna be busy, because there's some wild books coming out.
oh, okay. Because at first I just named it the Shack, and then I was like, dude, I could do so much better than that, and then I renamed it. But yeah, if you want to come, you're welcome. If you don't want to, I mean, you don't have to. I'm not forcing anyone. I'm just saying it's there for those who wants to join.
It is there for those who desire to be there.
Yeah. Oh, did you heard about Dan?
No.
Um, Twitch finally reached out to him after 2 years.
Wow.
Yes. So they reinstated his right to stream. He's allowed to stream now because he did such a great job fighting his case that they couldn't. And also they changed their regulation around copyrighted music. So they apologized for the time it took, and they restated his right to stream. He's allowed to stream now.
That's good.
Also, he asked to know the name of the person that reported him.
Oh no.
The dude was committed.
Wow.
Because he reported him so many times, and one report takes a few minutes. Anyways, and the dude doesn't exist on Twitch anymore because he was way worse.
Wow.
He was stealing content. So
see, that's why I like my boring content. If someone wants to steal my cross stitch, go right ahead. I'll tell you where you can buy. I'll tell you where you can buy the shit.
Yeah. Anyways, I just wanted to share.
I'm glad. I wish he was watching.
Finally, Twitch reached out.
So they do exist.
Yeah, but it's because they do alphabetically.
Yeah, I will never hear back. Not that I've submitted anything, but I will never hear back.
Well, you know what letter they are now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, my screen name and like my screen name is only one letter above my actual name, and then my last name. Yeah, actually, I think. Oh well, I don't think that's my goal for 2025 is to change my name all the places that I actually need to change it. Because I still haven't, and it's been almost 2 years. I'm sad in some places and I'm safe in another.
Yeah, I'm seeing the tax return coming up. I cannot wait any longer for it to arrive. Because I might, because province might find another thing I owe them, but freaking federal's giving me lots of money every year.
That's nice. I'm not seeing any of that down here.
Yeah, because you're not in the same country.
I know. Really?
See,
seriously,
No, but hear me out, all right? per
You mean
paycheck.
I've been thinking I've been Canadian this entire time?
Yes, I'm sorry, but yes. So the thing is, I every paycheck is 2 weeks worth.
Mhm.
Every paycheck I made about $2,300.
Nice.
On that, 300 goes to the federal,
Mhm.
300 goes to the provincial, and I think about five goes in deductions. So
Hmm.
like the union, health insurance, pensions, life insurance, stuff like that. At the end of every deductions, I have $1,300 in my bank account. So half of it is taken away from me. So yeah, yeah, I get money at the end of the year because I'm paying that much. But province is taking most of it and keeping it in its pocket and say, hey, you know what? Fuck you. You us that amount. They don't like me. I don't like them, but I'm still here.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, depending on which way the laws go, I could be Canadian. I could be going to Canada, because
I wish for you to become Canadian. That would be fun. It would be
uh,
easier to travel.
it would be. Um,
I wouldn't have to buy a freaking passport because Trump decided that the license is no good anymore to cross the fucking border on land.
hmm.
I think it was Trump that did that on
um,
his
I
first
mean, the states have been like the states have that. I don't have a passport, but I have their gold star. I got a mildly invasive background check done on me, so I can just use my driver's license and like a birth certificate to get across the border now. Um, and I got it upgraded so I can fly too. That was fun.
Yeah, we used to be able to do that, like just have our passport when we cross the border on land. But I think it's Trump that revoked that one, and now we have to have a passport even online. But I might be wrong. How? Was it a French passport? That might be why.
Because we've already determined today that Canadians don't like the French.
No, no. No. She was in France for a while.
I'm being a pain.
I know,
I
but I'm. That's why I'm saying that
oh,
she was out of the country for a while.
I can be when I try real hard.
Ah, ok. Puis là, vu qu'il est plus diplomate, t'as plus le droit de l'utiliser.
Je
You're just
regrette.
regular people now.
No, no.
J'ai dit là, il est plus diplomate, fait que tu peux plus l'utiliser. And then I say you're just regular people now. You're a peasant. Welcome to peasant life. Ok. Je savais pas qu'il était diplomate. Cool ça.
See, sometimes the skills are handy to have to have the diplomatic skills and be that peasant because you know things.
Can I share knowledge that you guys don't, but I do?
Challenge accepted. Go ahead.
Okay, makes sense. Okay. So, you know, when the whole gay marriage was happening in the US,
I'm just gonna scoff. Sorry, my scoff of disgust comes from the why is this a thing? Because like Everybody deserves.
You know what I mean, okay? You
Yes,
know
yes,
what
I
I'm
do. Okay,
talking about, okay?
okay.
Okay. While that is happening, your embassy in Ottawa was proudly hanging the gay flag on their fence.
Good.
I'm just saying that.
You won't
Oui, ça
find
je savais. Oui,
won't
savais.
find any
Non, mais oui.
opposition here. Good. I'd do it.
Yeah, I'm just saying that. It was proudly waving the flag. It was there for a while.
I love my country. I hate my government. They're a bunch of assholes.
Hi. Same. Fucking same. Want a beer, bud?
No, but unfortunately,
I mean,
the leaky assholes are louder than us.
the diplomats clearly have a brain. But yeah, same. Do you want a beer, bud? Let's talk about it around the fire.
What are we lighting on fire?
Um,
Somebody gave me fire.
everything. I have this video that eventually will become a sound on my streams, and
Oh my.
and I had and it's a lady who's being asked what she think of a certain, I don't know what topic, okay, it's out of context, but she's asked what's her thoughts about something, and she look at the lady with no hope in her eyes, like no hope at all, and she says, I think everything is shit.
Oh, that's fantastic. That is fantastic.
But in French Canadian, so it's gonna eventually become a sound on my streams because I felt that deep in my core, so deep, like the truth. It was spoken that day.
I, when you, I just get the space balls like when they're combing the desert. You found anything? No. How about you? No. And then the guy with the little pick. We ain't found shit.
Or there's this movie. I love that movie because it does depict the love hate
Merchandising.
relationship, the love hate relationship between Quebec and Ontario. To a T, it's like perfect. And it's good cup, bad cup.
That sounds like it's
In
fun.
French, is bon cup, bad cup. Anyways, and it's two police officers, one from Ontario, one from Quebec,
Mm.
and they get called to a crime scene on the border of Ontario and Quebec. And there's like a person that fell on the sign, welcome. I think it's welcome to Quebec. I think it is. Like he's no longer breathing, right? Anyways, and fell. I say fell, but like, how do you fell on that big of a sign? And they're there
Would you like me to get
arguing
creative
who's.
about it?
I can tell you because it was told during the movie. Like it's an helicopter. Anyways,
You could have them like on top of the car and do a fast stop. I've seen those signs. Bienvenue. I've seen those signs.
but so they are on the ground looking at it, arguing whose case is it because they don't want it. Each other don't want the case. So they're like, it's your case. No, it's your case. No, it's your case. And like they're arguing, and like one of them is like, oh, it's your case because in that sport, feet first count, and the other one's like, no, in those sport, it's the chest that counts. And at the end, the English cop says to the Quebec cop, Well, his heart is in Quebec. And then the Quebecois cop turns around and he says, yeah, but he has Ontario in his ass.
That's great. Oh,
Such a great movie. And there it's gonna be a series soon as well. If you didn't know, Shani, ça va être une série with the same actors.
I
Can't
have
wait.
Cabaret now stuck in my head.
It's a fucking great movie. Cannot wait. Me too, me too. It's gonna be fun. I don't know where they're gonna stream it. Maybe Netflix. Maybe Point TV. Who knows? Or maybe on Prime because I know Patrick Huard is really. He's not really active on Prime, but he does host LOL on Prime, so maybe. Yes! Est-ce que les 3 derniers épisodes sont sortis? I'm waiting for the 3 last. Okay, so there's this series on Prime called LOL. Who's gonna laugh the last?
Uh,
And every single country have their twist. Okay. Canada had two. I say had because the English Canadian version stopped at the first season. They had one season and one. Done. Quebec, we have 3 seasons now. It's fucking hilarious. But every time in January they will release 3 episodes, the 3 first episodes, and then the 3 last few weeks after. I've watched the three first. I'm waiting for the 3 last. Fucking hilarious. I'm loving it. And if you don't know what it's about, it's they throw 6 stand-in comics in a room for 6 hours. They have to make each other laugh, but they cannot laugh. And the last one standing wins a grand prize of $100,000
that's pretty cool.
for an organism of their choices. So it's fundraising for an organism, right? It's charity. No, they cannot smile. Quebec had to. Okay, so this is the funniest part about it. Quebec
The smile,
had to
yeah.
be more severe because the first season ended with a tie and they barely had anyone falling. It was that crazy, so they had to become even more severe. So like every just barely a smile is too much.
They had a show like that in the mid '90s when Comedy Central was actually still comedy. Um,
Yeah.
Kind of like when MTV was still music videos. That era.
Yep.
Um,
I remember that.
and it was just a 30-minute TV show where someone would sit in a chair and there'd be three stand-up comedians, not six, and get they would swap off trying to make the person laugh, and it had to be laughing because smiling, and that's that was one of the first signs that I only laugh when it's genuine, because some of the people were amusing. They brought a smile to my face. But for me to laugh out and make sound at a comedian, that is a genuine, I don't just at work I fake laugh, but
Yeah.
out in the wild, if I'm actually laughing, I'm legitimately laughing because I find you funny.
Yeah.
And I
No,
don't
it's
know,
a
I don't
great
remember what the
show.
prize was, but yeah.
I mean, if there's probably one for the US, you'd have to check it out. You can even check out the English Canadian one,
I can.
even though there's just one season.
Yeah. I could probably find the French ones if I wanted.
Oh yeah, you can check the French Canadian one too. Like, I mean, it's fucking hilarious.
Feeling
At
in the
some point
dark
in
heart.
the first season, at some point, one of them decided to put his penis in a bowl of Ringolos because he
What?
could. Yeah,
That's
you heard.
like. Do I giggle at fart
That
jokes?
random.
Sometimes, but my lowbrow, like, yes, I have lowbrow humor that will absolutely make me just die laughing, but it's very specific lowbrow humor.
I
I
mean,
like the dad
that
jokes.
person, the person that did that, don't like. I don't like their type of humor. I don't think they're funny. But it was random, and they did it.
I would giggle at the reactions because it would surprise people. Like it's kind of like how showing the full finished picture of call dance here just makes me it brings me it makes my cold heart giggle with glee because so many people are uncomfortable with seeing his. I'm like, yeah, that's right, bitches. I'm gonna cross stitch a 6-inch penis in like 4 years. we'll get we'll get there eventually.
But it's just so fucking hilarious. Put six stand-up comics in a room, dude. Oh my god, Joe, that's so fucking cool. I hope it gets resolved because that
Yeah,
that
yeah.
that was not cool. I think I told you the this I don't know how to say that fucking word. The
Say it in French.
I don't know how to fucking say it in French. It's the same word both ways.
Oh,
It's like if you want to pronounce all the letters in Worcestershire, it's the same thing.
oh.
I just don't know how to pronounce it. There's too many letters that don't go together. It's a mouthful. Anyways, also, starting sometime next week, we're gonna have a a guest in our home
Oh, a furry guest
for a
or a
few
human guest?
weeks. Four-legged,
Ooh,
four-legged
those are the
guest.
best kind.
No, not this one. It's a fucking chihuahua.
Uh, I like how you say, "Hey, Chihuahua."
It's I don't like chihuahuas, but it's a good friend and he needs help, so I'm helping him. I'm not a fan of chihuahuas.
I in general agree. I'm not a huge fan.
This chihuahua is a lot of things I don't like in chihuahuas. Is he has a pee pee pads.
Oh, that bothers me so much.
Me too.
Like, just because they're little doesn't mean they can't go outside.
Yeah. So, anyways, I'll be right back because Daisy's looking at me like I need to pee.
Ma'am, I gotta go pee. Oh, okay. Cooled off enough. I can put my blanket back on. It's It's my unicorn. It's my critter blanket.
It's a critter blanket.
It's my critter blanket. I got 2 critter blankets. I have this one.
Mhm.
I have a Christmas one too. I have one that's Christmas colored unicorn. It's nice and warm.
I know what I'm watching tonight after the stream. And yeah, Jewel, I hope it's just a recommendation because you're allowed to have your kid going to a school of with the language of their choices. So if you want your kid to be in a French school, they have to provide it. I mean, that's how it is.
Them's the
If
rules.
you're not happy, if you're not happy, I'll write it down. But if you're not happy with the province decision, you go to that person and you go to that person and they'll fight for you because it is not an option in Canada. Whole country, whole country. So, a few years ago, in BC, there was this French community that wanted to have access to French school for their kids, and the province, well, the school board of the province was like, "Meh, we don't have the fundings for that." So they went to court, and the judge said, "If they're asking for it, you have to provide it." They were like, "We don't have the money." That's none of my problem. Find the money. If they're asking for it, you have to provide it.
Show me the money.
It's all right. We're a bilingual country.
Yeah. Oh.
Kids can learn in the language of their choices. Unless you're in Quebec, there is more laws around it in Quebec. In Quebec, your parents have to have gone to an English school. It's part of the law 101.
Ah.
Part of it. Anyways. But it's still the option of English schools in Quebec. But check the link out, Jules. Get the information. Because if you feel like the province is not representing you properly, like if they refuse, you go to them. They're there to fight the fight for you.
They're gonna fight for your right.
I have no clue how you pronounce this, but like they are the people's representative. If they feel like the system failed them in some way. Non, check le lien, Shani, le mot il est là. Une partie du mot est là. Je suis juste pas capable de le dire. Genre, en français, en anglais, je suis pas capable. Pas capable, pas capable. You're welcome, Juice. Also, because Trump is saying those type of stuff like we're gonna come become the 51st state. Yes,
Oh,
that.
the Ombudsman.
That word. Yeah, I have no clue how to say that. Um since he's saying that, one, Doug Ford is wearing a mega hat that says Canada is not for sale,
I did see
which
that.
is
That was great.
hilarious. It's fucking hilarious. Like a stab right to his knees, Trump's knees. Um, but also on TikTok, you can see all English Canadians were coming up and saying like, "What? Even Quebec is standing up with us. Something's fucking wrong here."
I was about to say when oh,
Like, it has to be fucking wrong for Quebec to be up with us and standing up with us.
yeah.
And I'm like, not wrong. I mean,
I I
Geneva
generally don't try to
Convention
like encourage.
is
You guys have a stereotype. It is a very strong one because y'all seem to be proud of it.
yeah, yeah. See, the Geneva Convention, right?
I know it's because of you guys.
Everyone say it's because of it's people say it's because Canadian. No, it's more specific than that. It's because Quebec.
I have
Because
no
if
doubt.
you remember when it happened, there was a lot going on in Canada between English Canadian and Quebec. And there was a lot of resentment between Quebec and the rest of Canada, especially from Quebec towards the rest of Canada. And and the Canada was told, we're not going to draft. Don't you worry about it. There is not going to be a draft. And then there was a fucking draft. So Quebec was high rated, and the only way they found to release that anger was towards Germans, to a point where the Germans were
Throw cans of
scared
food,
every
and
time
then the
they saw
next day
Canadians
grenades.
coming up. They didn't want to fight Canadians. They were they were scared. So
I hear you stifling that
it's
laughter. I know you heard me.
but yeah, yes, it's true. Quebec don't always stand up with the rest of Canada for stuff. But I just find it hilarious seeing like all English Canadians coming up. I'm like, what? Quebec standing us with us? Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
A good portion of my family
This is a good cause. We're
came
gonna
from
stand up.
Quebec, so I know. I know.
Yeah, I know that. We have yet to check
I know. Like
your
we need to like make hours
family
in the
tree
day.
in Canada.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Well, you have more
we
access
have to
to
find
that
a
homestead.
time. I mean, I do work from home twice a week,
Well,
but like
the
we could find a time frame to do it.
well, husband creature and I were talking. It's like we're trying to now that things have finally like caught, like all the gears have finally shifted into the right place. We're just gonna coast
Yeah,
along for a little bit now. Now that things are settled, we're gonna let them coast for a
yeah,
smidge, and then we'll start actually picking up and doing things again. We're just so exhausted from keeping our heads above water.
I feel that. Oh, it's a name I haven't seen in a while.
Hmm.
Oh, um, what was his name again on this Quora station?
I don't know.
There was Lee.
Yep.
There were Spaz.
Yep. Shoost.
I want to say
Nate.
Silverback, but it's not Silverback.
Oh yeah. I know who you're talking about, but I don't know.
You know who I'm talking? Yeah.
I know.
Okay.
Yes, I do know
I
who you're
saw
talking
his
about,
name
but I
coming
don't.
up on my Steam. It's not Silverback. I know it's not Silverback. Is it? No, it's not. Anyways, he's playing on Steam, and so I just saw his name popping up. You know what? I have his TikTok. I can check his tag real quick because he had the same tag on TikTok and on Squirrel
I hear
Station.
your phone going off.
Yeah, it's an app. Age, I was right. It's ADHD Silverback. That was his tag. I knew he made. No, it's not Nate. I was saying Lee and Spaz because they were on the same level as Discord admins, but it's ADHD Silverback. Nate is more like
I think Nate is Moose.
The right arm. Is it the right arm? I don't know. Nate is like another level. I talked to Nate the other day. I received a random friend request from someone from the server I
Me
never
too.
talked to.
I told them no.
Yeah, I opened the ticket and Nate took it. I was like, sounds fishy to me, but I don't know. And I did ask the person if I knew them after receiving the friend request. They never replied. So Nate sent them a friend request. I think he sent them a friend request, but I know he DM'd them, and it was fishy.
Oh.
It was fishy.
I don't mind making new friends, but I don't accept just random. Hey, I've never spoken to you. We've never interacted.
Yeah,
no.
For me, it was more the fact that if it's fishy, they can kick them out of the server and they can't.
Oh, that's fair.
Try to fish any more squirrel.
Why would you want to fish for squirrels? We're crazy and dangerous.
Because we're crazy and dangerous.
We're crazy dangerous squirrels.
Yeah. We
dress
are
up like
an
unicorns.
army of squirrel. Infected squirrel, sorry. So the other thing that's more a frustrating thing than anything. I was trying to do my DTA at work. For those who don't know, it's duty to accommodate. I was talking with my PSAC representative, and at first the exchange was going great. Then he stopped responding, so I was like, "You might be on leave or something." And now he's replying to me like he doesn't read my emails. I'm like, "Well, fuck that. I don't have that energy in me."
I'm almost done this section. Doopy-doo. What are the ads running like today, Jules? What am I advertising today?
Yeah, I'm curious too. I never know what I'm advertising.
Yeah.
No alcohol beer.
That's so weird. Friends, while I'm not a raging alcoholic, if I'm going to drink, it is going to have alcohol in it.
True. What's the point of
So,
non-alcoholic
so I
beverage
suggest
like
Helen's Coffee Brandy here
beer?
in Maine.
The point of beer is to have alcohol. I don't understand the non-alcoholic beer.
Drink water.
Nah, drink whatever you want. I'm not the judge. I'm not judging.
Neither I have fizzy water over here, so I'm not really in a.
I have flavored water.
I have flavored fizzy water.
It's just flavored. There is no fizziness.
I got the fizzies.
I'm not the biggest fan of physics. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. Depends.
Oh yeah. Oh, the Kahlua Coffee Mate was really good. Well, you could just put actual Kahlua in.
Yep.
Or Alan's Coffee Brandy. That'll put hair on your chest.
I think it's last year or the year before. I went to Tim Hortons and I saw Bailey's at the advertising and was like, "What? They can't have Bailey's. They don't have the license, the permits for it." But I was still hopeful, and it was alcohol-free Bailey's. I was like, "Well, that's a waste."
Yeah.
Then again, I was right. They didn't have the permits for alcohol.
Alan's Coffee Brandy. I'm not a fan. I'm gonna be truthful. I'm not a fan of the coffee
but
brandy.
I was looking at his server's name.
It is it not? It's not appropriate to get, but that's what my family did.
What?
They had Allen's and everything.
I mean, what's the point of coffee if there's what's the point of vacation coffee if there is not alcohol in it? It's not vacation coffee. Day drinking.
Maybe with the Kahlua in your system, it'll make it a little bit more interesting. No, I don't support that. I totally understand why you. It's kind of like why I don't drink till after work.
What? Drinking at
after, not at
workplace
work.
Is not okay?
You know,
since when?
I unfortunately. Oh, I was like, why am I welcoming myself? Because my bot has taken my name.
Yes. That's why my bot doesn't have my name, so I'm not welcoming myself. No, I'm not. I'm just saying shit. It's like when I had my Christmas party at work, they were like, "There's no alcohol." I was bringing the beverage. They were like, "There's no alcohol this year." I'm like, I didn't think of it. Don't drink.
You're at work. Don't drink.
They're
very few people have like I admit I've been on the computer while I've been drunk, but you don't see me and you don't hear me. But text drunk Sarah is fun.
Screen, screen, screen.
I was at work while that meeting was going on, so
What meeting?
what with Jules and her the school they had it on a live Zoom broadcast.
I was at work too. I was probably in the meeting myself with my new working group. It was a fun meeting.
Boozy crochet.
Just a book. You felt it all the way across the border. Did you saw the alternative map of North America?
I don't know if I have. Do I want to?
It's
Is the
like
bigger question.
instead of Canada becoming the 51st state, let's share the USA between Mexico and Canada.
Yay, we get to be Canadian.
Yeah, and the southern USA will become Mexico.
The irony in that is not lost upon me.
I know, right? Quoi? C'est quoi ça? Bring it back to the Mexican Empire. Go.
Shake those beads.
Oh, it was funny when I saw that. Take me to Canada. I will. Dragon, I will take you to Canada. I won't bring you to church, but I will bring you to Canada.
You could take her to church in Canada.
No, but there's a country song. Take me to church.
I know. I have it. I have the record.
Well, that's why I said that.
I know.
Reference.
Listen here, smartass.
I know I'm a smartass.
I tell people it's better than being a dumbass, but
I'm a sassy mouth.
Sassy ass.
The sassiest. Also, did you saw one of the Canadian plane that went? Well, the soakers that went helping LA while Trump was bashing Canada instead of helping. It was just funny. It was just really funny. A random dude flew a drone around one of those planes and braked it. He broke the plane.
I've stopped trying to understand what people are thinking. It's not worth my sanity.
I don't think I don't think they are. That's a problem.
I can't. I can't. Just why?
Oh my god. I was just like, how? Like, Idiocracy was just a movie. It was not a documentary, okay? Just a movie. Did you saw the movie?
I saw it when it first came out, but it's been so long that it's not in my memory anymore. I found a duck.
That quack was violent.
It's the Affleck duck.
I have a goat on my screen. Who has the goat? I love that goat.
I don't.
No, you don't. Who's the goat?
But yeah, I think
I
after
need to
stream
know
I'm
who's the
gonna
goat.
work on cleaning up and organizing.
Yeah, I have to fix my hard drive issue
I should
because
do something like that, but I'm just gonna organize all my shit.
the person who built the PC put I think it's a 250. Let me check. I'm saying 250. I might be wrong. Just fucking open. Thank you. Yeah, it's a 250 hard drive as the C drive. The fuck. So it's always full. I'm always emptying it, but it's always in the red. Right now, there's barely 2 gigabytes left.
Wow.
Yeah, it's always full. So I bought a new hard drive a while ago. And I don't know what I was thinking. I know I was in the fog because I was grieving, but I don't know what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And I made it as an extra hard drive instead of putting it as my C drive. So today I went back and then I got 1 terabyte. Well, it's a little bit less than 1 tera, but still big enough. And I have to do that after stream. I have to switch them up. Because everything's great on my PC, but like if I play games or stuff, it's gonna lag because my C drive is way too full and it takes so much.
That is weird though.
It's
I've
because
lost my
some of
urge
my
to stitch, so I'm just kind of sitting here.
it's because some of my stuff is on the C because it has to sit on the C drive. It doesn't want to sit on anything else.
Mm.
So because the C is so full, it slows
I
down.
saw the unicorn coasters, Jules. They were super cute.
There's a unicorn cross stitch.
No coasters.
Oh, coasters.
Well, I do actually.
That's one oh my god, that's one thing that's so fucking hilarious. During the first episode of LOL, French Canadian,
Yep.
one of the person, Real Bella, fucking hilarious guy, he decided to cook a grilled cheese with coasters because the coasters were in bread shape. It was just funny. It's just so random. And then you see one of the other people there. She's just You can just see the panic in her eyes.
I got
Sheer
flamingo.
panic. There's a mingo.
There's a mingo. I got a cross stitch mingo.
Ooh,
This might be
it's a
this might
mingo.
be July's presents because it's
Ooh,
little, but it'll take me a hot second.
it's okay. You take the time you need. Yeah, that's so cool. I don't have that patience, but that's pretty cool.
This right here is the drawer of all the cross stitch kits, like all of the kits that I have. It's not the heaven and earth, but this is all like the kits that I've bought. This is the drawer that holds them all. And some other things that I forgot that I had.
It's always like that. We always forget what we have. My sister sent me a picture earlier. It's about this, and it's a picture of the of a store.
Yeah.
And this on the sign in front of the store, it says "shit you don't need." So my reply to her is, bold of you to assume I don't need that shit.
Yep. Let's see. I've forgotten what I have for patterns in here. I have a lot of really pretty stuff.
I bet. We always have pretty stuff. There's no ugly stuff.
But I will get lost in that drawer if I'm not careful. So it's gonna go back in the drawer.
Quoi?
But yeah,
Quelle
like
fleur? Non, c'est toi. Okay.
like husband creature plays magic card. So let's see if I can. I'll turn my other camera back on where it's well lit. Like he gives me his art card.
I got that color out, but I don't have any number of that color, so it was for nothing.
Well, get that color. But yeah, I get
It's
I
a
get
nice
the
color.
art.
Nice.
But yeah, I found those. I found those in my drawer of cross stitch kits, and I actually have a spot for those art cards now. So I'm just trying to. I'm working on cleaning up the area where I'm going to be putting the new shelves tonight. I'm putting new stuff in. Yeah.
Well, I showed you my Christmas present. My colorful drawer on wheels. Drawers on wheels.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's gonna be for my silhouette stuff. But I have a bookshelf for my painting stuff that I need to paint. Because right now it just doesn't look so cute. And I want to paint it like it's gonna be gray. Like it's gonna be. I'm gonna leave some of the fake wood as an accent. Then there's gonna be gray, and the back of it, like in the back, I'm gonna find some wallpaper and put it there. It's gonna be nice because right now it looks like nothing. It was free though. Got it free on Buy Nothing. Buy Nothing is fucking awesome.
Free is the best price ever.
I know. I got. Oh, I didn't tell you that. Okay, so we have an oven fueled by propane.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the pilot started to go out once in a while. So like when I would come in the kitchen, it would smell like gas, like not too much, just a tiny like hint of it. I knew it was out, so I would have to light it up. Sometimes I would try to open the one of the elements, and it's not elements, but whatever.
The burn one of the
It wouldn't. Oh,
turn one of the burners on to get it to light.
yeah, burners. It wouldn't turn on, so I knew I had to light it again. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna start to look for a new one, just slowly. They start about 500s, super expensive, but I love it. I love them. They are. I mean, it's awesome to have a gas oven. Anyways, so I was
We
looking
have one
slowly, and
that's doing the exact same thing. We just haven't had the time to go buy one, and ours is
yeah,
gas as well.
yeah. I mean, I'm willing to repair a lot of stuff, but that I don't play. I don't play with.
I've already
So
I've already repaired so much of it. It's not even funny. So it's time for a new one.
yeah. So anyways, I was like just looking, and one day online a thing. What do you see? Gas oven. The lady was giving it away because she is redoing her kitchen, and what she wants in her kitchen is on the counter there's gonna be the
The stovetop,
yep,
and
and
then
then yeah, the
the
oven's gonna be
the
in
ovens on the
the
wall, the convection ovens. Yeah.
yeah, and and she didn't want to throw it away because it still had a good few years left to it, so I got it.
Mm-hmm.
Was really happy, and I called the technician to come and unhook the other one, hook the new one. He came. He was like, "Is it propane or gas?" I'm like, "Both propane. You're good." So he looked at the oven that's still hooked, and he's like, "I remember when I came here and hooked it for the first time when this house was built. Like, it's an old one." And he hooked the new one. I'm loving this one because the other one, it was burners. Like there was a pilot. This one is a ceramic, so like it's ignition.
Hmm.
So there, the gas doesn't always go out. It's closed, and when you open it, that's when the gas starts coming out. There's a pilot in the oven, but like the top no. So we're gonna save a little bit of gas with that,
Nice.
which is fun.
I hear that.
But I'm loving it, and yeah, the technician did say there's like 5 to 10 years left to that. Well, I'm saying 5 to 10. I don't remember what he said, but like there's a few years left to that oven. So like whatever years we can get from it, I'm
Mm-hmm.
happy. Because if we can keep it until I redo the kitchen, I'll be happier. Because I want to redo that kitchen. I don't like it.
My kitchen is in a constant state of repair, renovation.
Not mine. It's just not pretty. It's a mobile home type of kitchen. It doesn't look good.
Yeah.
Because it's a mobile home that was sit on foundation, and then it was expanded. So like this room was part of the mobile home, and then the living room is not. Kitchen was part.
Hmm.
Like, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
Are you getting tired?
I am. I need to
Yeah, I
go.
feel
I
that.
need to go juice myself up with a hot beverage and
I did to make a bigger section tonight because I had only that left, and I was like, I'm not. I should have, but I didn't.
I did 189 stitches, so I'm pretty proud of that.
Mm.
I'm tired of 939. It's everywhere in my life. It follows me. It haunts me in my dreams.
I feel you. I understand, and I'm proud of you for doing so much stitches tonight.
And I think, let's see. Next week is looking like Monday's going to be normal. I won't be around Tuesday, and Thursday and Friday are looking normal because Tuesday I get to go have my eyes dilated and looked at some more.
Ooh.
Yeah. Woo. My yearly full eye exam. So
Yeah, I had that with the little bluey thing in your eyes to make sure the pressure inside your eyes is okay.
yep.
Fucking sucks, but it's okay.
I've had worse things stuck in my eyes, like needles.
Yeah, I had worse thing stuck in me. I wouldn't complain of a little, like I wouldn't refuse it. I mean, it's not worse than when it's just my eyes cry so easily. It's crazy. I hate it.
Mm.
So that's why I'm not a fan of it. But like, it's okay. I can live with it.
Bleh. That's all I got. Is I'm very bleh right now.
That's
And
okay.
Pixie says
You're
bleh.
allowed to.
Everybody needs a pixie in their life. Pig.
I'm gonna go grab the dog. I'll be right back.
Hey. Pig. Up here. Come on. Up. There we go. There's a pig. There's a pixie. Oh, there's my pretty girl. There's my pretty girl. I know. You're not your brother. You are not comfortable at all being up in my lap. I know. But we have to do circle. She doesn't want to be in my lap, but she's gonna circle me. Big.
Circle, circle, circle.
She's like, the humans are not together. And the humans need to be together, but they're not together. You're the one who ran into it. Don't you give it alert ears and dirty looks. Pixie, who is it? I'm so mean to this dog.
You're allowed to.
I know.
It's not abuse if it's love.
Oh my freaking dog.
Amping the dog up. That's just what we need. Pixie does not need to be more amped.
Oh my freaking dog. You predicted the future. Oh, the old man and the front man.
Okay.
Oh, right here. Oh, see, right here. She just wants attention.
Puppy floof.
This is what I got just petting her. Like, this is why I'm covered in dog fur. And all of my stuff is covered in dog fur. This was just me running my hand down her back.
Nice. That's what the long hair dog would do.
No, she's not. She's she's not a short coat, but I think it's called a plush coat. It's your normal German Shepherd coat.
They have long hair. Some of them.
Yes, my boy Rune had a long coat, and I loved him, and he was my teddy bear. Oh my goodness!
Are
Well,
you good?
I'm actually I'm gonna run away. So
Okay, run away. I'm gonna stay here.
you're gonna sit here and finish that section.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna run away, and you guys have fun.